where to have the best oysters in Atlanta. I'm going to tell you all about the top spots in Atlanta where you can find oysters. But before we get to that, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever we have new videos and whenever there's something great about where to dine in Atlanta or what there is to do in Atlanta. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I promise I'm going to get to where the top spots are to eat oysters in Atlanta, but I just wanted to share this shot with you. This is when I was on the Gulf Coast. These are the oyster traps where they collect the oysters. And if you ever have the opportunity to have a fresh oyster, I highly recommend you do it. They are so fabulous. So this is just one shot I wanted to share with you. Ray's Restaurant, so these are Ray's in the city, Ray's on the river, and Ray's Killer Creek in Alpharetta. They have phenomenal seafood, you guys. They've been around for a long time, and I love their oysters. This was a special event that they were having at Ray's downtown, and oh my gosh, those oysters were delicious. So you definitely will not be disappointed if you go have oysters at Ray's. So you may have heard of Ray's, but you might not have heard of this other restaurant, Hammocks Trading Company. They are located in Sandy Springs, and they have really terrific entrees. Not only seafood, but they have pork and other meat dishes that are really good too. These are their barbecued oysters. So if you go there to Hammocks in Sandy Springs, I highly recommend that you get their barbecued oysters. They are phenomenal. So this is a picture of the Optimus Restaurant. It's on the west side of Atlanta in Midtown. And I don't have a picture of their oysters. I think they were just so good. I just ate them so fast I didn't even take a picture. But the restaurant is beautiful. It's a great date night choice. And they have amazing cocktails and seafood dishes. Love their lobster roll. The restaurant is by Ford Fry, who's very well known in Atlanta. You won't be disappointed here. So Inman Park has some of the trendiest restaurants in all of Atlanta, and Beetle Cat just happens to be one of them. It also happens to be the sister restaurant to the Optimus, which I mentioned before. But both are very different. Optimus is more upscale. Beetle Cat is a little bit more casual, and it kind of has an Asian flair to it. These are their oysters. Make sure you get one of their signature cocktails to wash it down with. One of my favorite neighborhoods in Atlanta is the Vinings neighborhood, and they do have some really fun restaurants, and 101 Steak is one of them. It's really upscale, so if you're looking for a date night or anniversary birthday kind of restaurant, 101 Steak is it. Of course, it has steak in the name. You've got to get a steak, but definitely start with their oysters. You won't be disappointed. Okay, next up is the Shed at Glenwood and the Pig and the Pearl. And the two restaurants are sister restaurants. That's why I'm mentioning them together. The Shed at Glenwood is more upscale. That's located downtown. And the Pig and the Pearl is in Atlantic Station in Midtown Atlanta. And the Pig and the Pearl is interesting because it is oysters and also barbecue. So if you can't decide, go there. Either one, they won't disappoint you, and they have amazing oysters. Okay, so you got to go check out Hugo's Oyster Bar, which is outside the perimeter of Atlanta. I know it's kind of a drive. It's in the Roswell, Alpharetta area, but if you like New Orleans-themed restaurants, this is a place to go check out. Lovely oyster dishes, really pretty atmosphere, but good seafood dishes as well. And they're open for brunch too. Okay, you guys, nothing beats a freshly shucked oyster. So I don't have pictures for all of these next restaurants that I'm going to mention, but I wanted to give them a shout out because they do have fantastic oysters. Fontaine's in the Virginia Highland neighborhood of Atlanta, Louisiana Bistro, which is located in Buckhead, Atlanta, and Lure and STK, which are located in Midtown Atlanta, all have great selections of oysters and reasonably priced. Lapeer Market in Alpharetta. So this is a shot walking into Lapeer Market in Alpharetta. That picture that I just had up there of the oysters were drizzled with their house-made hot sauce. So I love the Asian touches to this restaurant. It's a beautiful place if you find yourself in downtown Alpharetta. Also had to share this picture with you. This is the Channel Orange cocktail, which is made with carrots. It is so yummy and delicious. It sounds weird, but it's so good. Another cocktail at Lapeer Market is this twist on a margarita, and it's got a Pinot Noir salt on the rim. Oh, so good. If you love cocktails, you should definitely go check out Lapeer Market in Alpharetta. Well, there you have it. That's my list of the best restaurants in Atlanta for oysters. You'll probably find that there's one not too far away from where you live, so highly recommend checking any of these out. This picture, however, is not in Atlanta. This is in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and this was taken at the Oyster Festival, which happens every fall. I believe it's in November, so I highly recommend you check that out if you enjoy oysters. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this list of best restaurants for oysters in Atlanta and found it informative. Please don't forget to subscribe so you get notified when there are new videos. And if you did like it, please share this video. If you go to any of the restaurants in Atlanta where you can find these oysters, please comment and let me know how it is. Or if there's a new restaurant I need to check out, please comment and let me know that. That's all for now. Come back next week. Bye-bye.